Welcome to another video. In this video, I want to solve a question on solubility. So the question goes thus. 25.0 grams of potassium chloride were dissolved in 80 grams of distilled water at 30 degrees Celsius. Calculate the solubility of the solute in mole per dm cube. So the first thing I'm going to do is to write the formula for solubility. So there is a formula connecting the solute, the solvent, and the solution together. So the formula states that solubility at a certain temperature is the mass of the solute all over the molar mass of the solute multiplied by 1000 cm³ of the solvent or solution all over volume of solution. So let me write the formula. Solubility at the temperature given to us is what? 30 degrees Celsius. In mole per dm³ is equal to mass of solute. So that solute is the salt all over the molar mass of solute multiplied by 1000 cm³ of solvent or solution all over volume of solvent or solution. So this time around I'm dealing with the solvent. Now, the next line of action, I'm going to write the parameters. I'm going to write them out. The parameter here, 25.0 grams of potassium chloride. The solute in question is potassium chloride, KCl. So let's determine the molar mass of KCl. K is 39, which is potassium. Then chlorine is 35.5. So when we sum these together, I have it as what? 74.5 grams per mole. That is the molar mass of KCl. Now from the context, 25.0 grams of potassium chloride, this is the mass of the salt. So mass of KCl is equal to 25.0 grams. Then the volume of solvent is unknown. Volume of solvent, I don't know it. Question mark. And I need that volume of solvent in solving the problem. So now I want to find the solubility. So something is missing. I already know the mass of solute, which is 25.0. I already know the molar mass. I've determined that, which is 74.5. Then 1000 cm³ is present, but the volume of the solvent is absent. But what was given in the question is that 80 grams of distilled water. I'm only given the what? The mass of solvent. Mass of solvent is 80 grams. So I can from here, since I know that the solvent is water, I can from here get the volume of solvent. And there is a connection between volume, mass, and density. The connection between them is that density rho is equal to mass over what? Over volume. So from here, I can just make volume the subject of the situation. If volume is made the subject of the situation, this implies that volume V is equal to mass over rho, which is what? Density. So I know that the density of water is always 1 gram per cm³. It's a constant. So I will just plug in this value here. So plugging in this value here will give me the volume of the what? Of the solvent. So once the volume of the solvent is gotten, then I will just impute it here to get the solubility. So I will now say volume is equal to mass over density. And what is the mass of the solvent? 80. Then the density of the solvent is what? 1. Because it's water. 80 divided by 1, so volume is equal to 80 cm³. So I've successfully determined the volume of that solvent. So I'll now plug in all those values here. So solubility in mole per dm³ at 30 degrees Celsius is equal to the mass of the solute. The mass of the solute in question is 25. Then molar mass of the solute is given to us as 74.5. Then multiplied by 1000 cm³ of the solvent over the volume of the solvent. I've determined that, which is equal to 80. So now let me work this out. 0 cancel 0, 4 here 2, 4 here 25. So when I find the product of 25 and 25, it gives me 625 over 2 multiplied by 74.5. Let's multiply that. 2 times 5, 10. 2 times 4, 8. 2 times 7, 14. Plus the one I kept, that is 149. Yes, that is 149. So if I divide 625 by 149, that should give me 4.19. So hence, the solubility is equal to 4.19 mole per dm³. Or I probably write it as 4.19 molar. I can write the unit as mole per dm³, I can write it as molar. So that is the solubility of KCl. So if you like try to like this video, try to share, try to subscribe at Trigo Calculus. So life is continuous, life is differentiable, life is also integrable, but not the best measurable. It is a diet.